This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They run it with Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
2nd and 11. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finds his tight end, Ingram. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The starters defensively now for the Seahawks. They played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cody Latimer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. O'Shane Ximines in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
80 weapons.
2nd and 9 now. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On the draw, this is Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Giants. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that will get him one closer. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. An update from Buffalo. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the
rush coming, and he's taken down. And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Wilson. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Tate. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
We have hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Bruce Irvin, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. Pressure comes, and the Giants block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Caught by Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
14, got it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cobb, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 29 yards. First down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
On second down, Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. X3. 218. Chop. It's our time. 5.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
With the score, Giants 24, Seahawks 6.
Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Ready.
It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. On second down now, Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Check right, check right. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it in.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bruce Irvin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the depth. And he's going to go down again. O'Shane Zimenez able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back, they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll go to Barkley again. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
After review of the play,
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
Watch the call. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run it again with Barkley. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And another 1st and 10 here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip.